Hello, my name is Tyshawn Love, and what's my line? My bad, I'm thinking about Battle Beast now, and Asian fine shit. Hi, my name is Tyshawn Love, and you're watching Wavy Don, Season 5 finale.
This is a certified hood classic.
Made a mess here, buddy.
Real trap shit. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I don't trust those fish sticks.
Have you ever seen a sequence more beautiful? Look at this nigga. Yeah, I love fighting those motherfuckers.
Stay wavy. Stay wavy. Stay wavy, y'all. Stay wavy. Stay wavy, dog. Stay wavy. Stay wavy. You know, season 5 is called Stay Wavy because you already are wavy. Wavy represents all the things that you would like to be. Wavy is all the things that you believe you could be or that you should be. Wavy is how you were created. Perfect. Divine. Excellent.
What wavy has done for me kind of is a fake question. It's more so like, what have I brought to wavy? But like also, what has wavy made me realize? Because truly, yeah, I got a computer and like a few things, but where it all started was just the transfer of synonymous thoughts. And what do I mean? I'm not talking about like brainwashing or nothing like that, but a little something more simple. Like, you ever had a good conversation about something? Like, let's say you and a friend you haven't seen in about 15 years, y'all talk about your favorite food. That vibe, but just talking about things that actually matter. Sorry, not to say that your favorite food doesn't matter, but like things that actually matter. So, you know, and a good example would be the recent, or no, let me stop going off that talking point. So we will cut that out. A good example would be, suck my dick.
So I'd say with the beginning, like what I got out of meeting me and Wavy Don himself in the flesh, you feel me? I haven't really been like the most sociable person. I like being reserved and just in the cave working on some new shit every time, but there has to be a balance with everything. And at times he would like host an event, a kickback, a gathering, social gathering of whatever capacity that made it a bit easier for me to start meeting friends. And then another event would happen. I pop up. I see the same guys like, yo, like you fucking came? Yeah, I came. Ooh, fucking dab each other up and shit. You feel me? So I really enjoy that. And so yeah, I was 16. Started gardening. After gardening, I met the director, the creative director of the art program, Uladari Marcel. We call him Wavy Don. And yeah, it was on and popping from there. I felt like he had a lot to teach me, and I think I learned a lot and consider you a very dear friend.
As we're trying to show y'all what Stay Wavy means, what Wavy Don stands for, here's what we stand for. We stand for giving the youth a platform to hear what they think and give them a chance to express themselves and to feel the joy and the empowerment that comes from that. So, who do I have the pleasure of sitting with here today?
Najee Buchanan. Hi, everybody. Right, thank you, God, for this day. God. Thank you for what you serving us, God. Help us get our community all this money, God. I'm praying for you right now, God. I want to say thank you to this world.
You're very grateful. Where does this gratitude come from?
My family. Just thank you to my family. That's all. Once again, thank you, Lord, for bringing us to this day. All I want to say, thank you to all zookeepers.
All right, preacher.
Please give us some money.
Okay, come on. Hey, we speaking live right now. This baby just fell on the floor. I think y'all need to call the police because he's running here. Oh no, he's cussing. Y'all, we don't get this on live. See, this is, hit it on me. This is a bad example of what children be doing. They cussing when they are not here.
Give us a good example. How to behave. How should children behave?
They should behave wonderful at the park. They're at the park. They should be glad they got an opportunity to at least step outside during school and stuff like that. They supposed to be in the house playing already right now. but they outside playing and stuff right now, and they got an opportunity to come outside, but they want to curse.
I think this is a very therapeutic environment. There's just something. I'm literally in a chair talking to someone about my problems, like. But it's nice. It's like it's like a physical diary, you know, talking to people, recording. It can be therapeutic. I highly recommend it for people. But you know, everybody is different, reacts differently. Some people see a camera and they're like shitting themselves, you know.
Like, you got a nigga, Aaron Bushnell, like, seeing that globally, this man in the Air Force set himself on fire after, like, as a form of protest. How does a man walk around with this stuff on his mind? You know, even where I'm from, Philadelphia, walking past K&A every day, like walking past Kensington Allegheny.
You feel what I'm saying? This hood been like this for years.
Yeah.
When is it? We need some change.
Yep.
We lose the kids every day. Second on the clock, middle on the clock. When is it going to stop? You know? And this park is horrible. Look at the glass over there. Look at the glass. That's not safe for the kids, but they got the gate open. Make it make sense.
Right.
Even in Kensington Allegheny, you slide down there, maybe you catching a bus. You're going through there. Like, you could even be going through in 15 minutes. You catching a train down there. Yo, like, there's a health epidemic happening in front of us. Like, fuck COVID, like, fuck everything, I mean. But you see people literally dying, rotting physically, flesh rotting on the streets, laid out. And somehow in this society is treated as normal. In that conversation, I feel like has yet to be had fully, which is terrible.
I'm so excited because K-Mouth reached to us. We asked, can we be in the recording? All we need is some followers on Instagram. Please go like wavy blue. Oh, wavy blue. And
Branding clearly.
yeah, and please reach out to Wavy Blue. They're giving out fresh t-shirts, and they so adorable. And please, he want to be a pet.
A pet?
Yeah.
What you want to be when you grow up?
I'm gonna be like a Superman.
Superman? You gonna fly?
Yeah, I love to fly.
Okay, cool. What you want to do when you grow up?
I'm gonna be a firefighter.
Oh yeah, that's pretty tough, bro.
No, I'm gonna be a cop and put down the truck back in jail. He need to go to jail. He need to lower the prices.
Yeah.
They're going to an accident. I don't know where they're going, but they rushing somewhere. But hit down the trunk and back in jail.
I think this is the funniest, like,
You gonna thank God again for the day? My fault. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a scientist when I grow up.
Okay. We need more black female
Because-
scientists for sure.
I want to be a scientist when I grow up because I get to make. Wait. No, I want to be a doctor when I grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Because just want to help all the parents. And yeah, that's it. You want to say something?
And nothing like comes from itself. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only converted, right? So where does this stem from? You know, whether it's an insecurity or maybe jealousy, things like that, they have feasible places they come from. So do good emotions. You just got to find the location and get a chance to better understand it. I spend a lot of time just thinking, honestly, just thinking about my emotions, like especially bus rides. I kind of enjoy SEPTA now. You might see a dude with his dick out. You might find a 20 on the floor covered in fucking lemonade or something. But like it's good for reading, just sitting and thinking about how you feel. And so I use that time to really think about my emotions and properly label them and how I should process them. And I actually just recently I saw a video saying that like isolation heals men, and I thought that was such an interesting take because I thought about it and it's like I can kind of relate to that sentiment that like that time I had alone really did help me like self-soothe and mend what I felt was broken in me. You know, but it's always a process. You know, what is it? Practice makes progress?
So I feel like once me and Dare met in the after school program at SARE, and because the after school program was really there to help the youth, and Dare, he has his personal feelings on uh, that realm, like speaking specifically about the education system and how they're supposed to benefit the youth and how they don't. So the most subtle form of, cultivation for the youth that Dare could offer was like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, what's going on? And I'm an outgoing young man. Like, I love to express myself. Like, there's always a lot going on. I love to talk about perceptive awareness, being aware of your emotions outside of yourself. Like, being aware of other people's emotions around you. And that conversation kind of stemmed into the production, not even the production, the base stages of wavy, because at that point it was already a thing. Through abstract art and like through different visual collages, we tried to spread message. Well, through different visual collages, we spread different messages, about specific things. Sometimes it's just a feel good. Like, yo, I feel like making a video just to make people look at this, and be like, yo, feel good watching this. Or sometimes, I make a video expressing sorrow. Like, it'll just be noises or leaves or whatever the fuck. But the basis of it is to establish, like, an emotional connection. Whatever you want to call it, if you want to call it that.
100%. Wavy is definitely a safe space for me as an individual, and talking about your emotions anywhere is helpful. It really does lift the weight off your shoulders. But here in particular, with a group of like people, like friends, like it's irreplaceable. I'm glad I'm here.
And please help us follow Wavy Don. And I just want to say thank you for this day, Wavy Don.
Thank you.
Nothing changes if nothing changes. I heard that quote, and it's just the truth. If you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. If you want something to change, you have to be that change. When I was in high school, there was this poster that I thought was so stupid. Be the change you want to see. And now I'm just, ice cream. And now I'm just like, that poster is true. You have to be the change you want to see if you want to see the change. It's not going to be easy, but like I said, it's necessary. Damn near crucial. Imagine living your whole life without being yourself, bro. That ain't even your life. That's somebody else's life. That's a idealized version of your life. I definitely been there. But I'm not living that fucking guy's life. I'm living mine.
Where I feel like stage 2 will come in is where we start really getting into the conversation of, okay, how does a person walk outside knowing that another young boy his age who was on a basketball scholarship got shot like 6 times, a leading scholar, A's in school, just got lit up outside. Like, how does a 14-year-old feel walking outside after hearing it? Like, does he just feel like, goddamn, wasn't me? Or does he feel like I'm 14, I play basketball? Like, because these are real questions, and I haven't seen ABC, NBC, BBC talk about that. So, these conversations have to be had. Like, I really do wonder how, if I were to go into a public school now, how does a young boy feel about Donald Trump and the Epstein files? I want to know. Why? Because these are public things. We're talking about children being trafficked, but that's all aside. See, this is why I say these conversations are necessary. They're mandatory for a society to not only move on, but to remove past trauma, right? And I'm not saying that wavy removed trauma, but what it definitely did give me an insight to is other people's trauma and being more open to what solutions I could provide as a person for my community. And I don't mean like going out and giving literal talks, but even if it's something as small as like me walking around tonight, like I see someone, I don't know, you name it, I just go talk to them. I'm like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Have a simple conversation. Like, wavy has made that possible. It's given me the ability, the thoughts, the unconscious thoughts, the silent thoughts that are in your head. You're like, yo, I could just do this, right? Like, or I could just think this way. Like, I could think positively. For example, talking about positive conversations. Like, what exactly does wavy mean? To me, wavy means throughout this trip of life, whatever you want to call this game of life, you keep a positive mindset. Because you can have a bad situation but remain positive. You can have a good situation but feel very bad about it. You know, you might get the car is the wrong color. Now you over there in the corner and you're like, oh, I didn't want a fucking pink car. No, like, you know, but it's just like that. Like, it's the same thing. So now I feel like the current stages of wavy, you know, we get together, we paint art just to represent what we hear from the youth. So the questions that we do ask, like we went outside a few weeks ago when I was working at the security joint. I got fired from after a week, and we found some very interesting young men. They were just chilling outside. We asked them, "Yo, what's going on with fucking? What y'all thinking about?" And they brought up everything I thought they wasn't, like down to the Khazars, down to the, and it's like, okay, we don't got to get that deep, but it's like that means that wavy has a purpose. You know, those people were willing to have those conversations almost instantly, which means that there's a reason why we are here.
How I feel about being different. I feel like there's two types of people. Well, really three, but there's people who really want to be different. They do whatever they can to make themselves feel different, whether it be dyeing their hair. Not to say that anyone who dyes their hair or gets facial piercings is like a poser or anything like that, but like a lot of people do that, like to make themselves feel like they're more, like they're different, like they're unique. And then there are some people who like they stuff down that uniqueness in themselves just to try to fit in better. I guess I do a little bit of both. Or actually, no. I don't think I've ever been like the type to stab my face to feel more unique. I think I've always felt unique. But the problem with that is it's very hard to find somewhere where you're allowed to feel unique, you know? It's hard to find a space that validates who you are. And genuinely, I remember one of my friends asked me for advice. He says, I feel like no one sees me. And I said, how do you expect to be seen if you never show yourself? And I saw it in his face. He a father, and I gave him advice. To
stay positive, to stay collected, and like to stay wavy. Saying staying wavy. Like, what does stay wavy mean? Stay wavy means to keep a constant flow state. So, like, I imagine stay wavy being the work phase of, what was that other one? Oh, stay wavy. It was stay wavy. But I imagine stay wavy being like the work phase. Like, all right, if I'm working on something, or if I'm working physically at work, or if, like, I'm trying to edit this video, stay wavy throughout that process. Right. Gotta lock in.
I fucking love it, man. I love it. Stay wavy. That kind of, waves always associated with water. And that reminds me of the Bruce Lee quote, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Be water. And so it's okay. It's okay to change. It's okay to be different. You never have to fit one mold. Be you, bro. Be wavy. Be wavy, bro. Come on, get loose. Take them drawers off. Oh, no. And with that, we get the fuck out of here. Take the drawers off.
It's not safe, so I don't know. This world coming and I just feel like, what's the girl name? Sherelle Parker? What's her fucking name?
That's it, Sherelle.
Sherelle fucking Parker. Sherelle Parker, where the fuck is you at when we need you?
Can't even spell eagles.
Can't even spell eagles.
But we're supposed to take care of us.
Get Trump out the fucking office. He is fucking our city up. In order for you to get food stamps, you gotta work 20 hours. Where the fuck did that ever happen? Where they do that at? Help me out, sir.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, shit.
I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
It's time to drop the motherfucking mic.